Mojang has to change something about Slimestone and Honeystone. It's been already nearly 5 years since they added honey blocks to Minecraft. And since then, nothing really was added that made a huge impact on piston doors and flying machines. I've built many flying machines, piston doors, and so on over my years playing Minecraft. And I'm at a point where I just can't take it anymore because nothing has changed in the last years. For example, today I wanted to build just a big door for this project I'm right now building with some friends. And at the beginning I thought, oh, that's easy. I'm just gonna do something like this. Just some very easy door, very simple, very beautiful. But if you know anything about Slimestone, you already know this will not work because you also have to use honey blocks and alternate those layers. And with honey, you can't just put the signal in the honey block because honey blocks count as a transparent block. Because of this, you have to do something like this and actually move the observer next to the piston. This leaves you with this ugly honey block that sticks out. Of course, you can still make it look kind of okay. It's better than nothing. But this introduces a new problem because this honey block also sticks to the next column, to the observer of the next column. And because of the push limit of only 12 blocks, and one of those blocks being 12 blocks, now makes it that this whole thing doesn't work. So what you have to do is actually build it like this. So also with the slime ones, you have to build it the same because honey blocks don't stick to slime. But this is of course very ugly, even worse than what we have to compromise with this. But of course, it's still possible to make this work by using update order. So by first in one tick moving this column, you can then move this column and it will not stick to the first one. So if I update it in the right order, this honey block thinks there's no blocks next to it. And this could work very well, but it introduces some new problems. Here I managed to build a flying machine that updates it in the right order, but those flying machines next to each other will once again not work because honey blocks once again have to be very bulky. So everything works because you can't just put the signal into the honey blocks, but you need extra blocks to support the observers and so on. And at the end, after trying for hours and hours and nothing working, hundreds of iterations, I at the end had to compromise and make shorter flying machines. Now I have more segments. This of course will introduce more lag and it's also way more ugly. But yeah, this is only one of the many problems I encountered in the last years. And I would really fight for every single block we will get of a higher push limit. So I think every single block more would be awesome. Like a push limit of 13 would already be way better than 12. Of course, the higher the better. But I also understand that of course you don't want to make the push limit that high. Not only because of lag, but also if it's so easy to do something, it makes it unnecessary to be creative and build crazy constructions. So I think it would be nice if they make a higher push limit of maybe 16 or even 24. But I also have to agree that it shouldn't be higher than that. But Mojang didn't change the push limit in I don't know how many years. I think since they added pistons. And I don't think they will change it soon. So I think there's still a lot of other options in my opinion. They could improve flying machines by a far without needing to higher the push limit of pistons. So for example, by just adding a few new blocks that can do new things. For example, I would really love to have another type of slime or honey block. It's just another block that works exactly the same like slime blocks, maybe with one new twist, but one that also lets signals pass through, because all the all the things just get way more difficult. And I think everybody who built piston doors using slime and honey blocks or flying machines knows this very well, because you have to do some ugly things like this. You know, those are two observers, but if this would be slime, you can just do something like this, and this would also work. But no, it's slime. Slime doesn't let signals pass through, so you have to do something like this. But of course, are also a lot of other things I think that could be great. For example, like a special version of a slime block that only sticks to itself and other slime blocks, but not to more blocks. So, for example, if I would be able to place some slime blocks at this point here that just stick to this slime block and that slime block, but not to different blocks, like a block over here, it would also make it way easier to build compact things and reduce the blocks needed to build something. And this would once again help a lot. But to be honest, I'm right now at a point where I don't even care what they add. Just something for flying machine would already be awesome. All the other categories in Minecraft get a lot of updates and new features, and I think that's awesome. I'm not only building flying machines, I also play a lot of other things in Minecraft. But PvP gets new stuff, the PvP community there, and then also the building community get always new blocks. And even the redstone community gets a lot of new things all the time, which are awesome. But a lot of those things you just can't use for flying machines. And so I think it would be very nice, or it would be very overdue, to have an update where there would be at least a few blocks that could be used in flying machines. And what could be a topic for something like this? Maybe a new material like copper. And yes, I mean, with the next update, we will get some copper lamps and so on, and new copper blocks. But wouldn't be the combination of copper and maybe redstone be... Yeah, I think there could be a lot of themes that you can add new blocks to and so on. And of course, I don't want it that they make it too easy to make everything. Of course, you could always overdo it, like some mods do it, where you just have a push limit of 100 blocks, or maybe mods like Create, which are very awesome. But with a mod like Create, all those engineering that goes into building something like this would get lost, because you can just glue together hundreds and hundreds of blocks and ignore just all those techniques and so on. So yes, I know it's difficult for developers to do this, and I think it's important to keep this balance. But just a few new things would be, I think, just very needed in this game. Yeah, I think that's everything for this video. It's just me ranting a bit about Mojang not adding anything for flying machines. Yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope you can agree. Leave a like if you agree. And maybe, I mean, I don't have a huge reach, but maybe some bigger YouTubers will at some point also start to talk about this topic and get Mojang to actually change something. But that's it. I will probably post a few more videos in the future showing all the things you saw in the background today. If you're interested, feel free to follow my channel and I will keep you updated. Bye!